The news, good evening. Businesses involved directly or indirectly in the tourism sector are being encouraged to participate in the Workation program that will be launched internationally next month. The Workation program aims to attract tourists who can afford long holidays but would want to continue to work at the same time. The committee that developed the Workation concept for Seychelles made the call for local businesses to participate in the program in a press conference last Friday. The Principal Secretary for Tourism, Anne Lafortune, said that all licensed and health certified establishments can participate as long as they can make available internet connections for their clients.
We have the basic category, the premium one, or the luxury one. And the main difference between these categories would be the workstation itself and also the Wi-Fi. So the higher category will need to offer high-speed Wi-Fi and with a focused and a dedicated work area with all the facilities for them to be able to work properly, whereas the basic one will only need to have connection of Wi-Fi and that the client can themselves pay for any additional Wi-Fi.
The healthcare agency has received 2 further donations relating to the COVID pandemic. This was during a short ceremony after this week's press conference at the agency. The first donation, a patient monitor of the Minbri brand, was donated by the Anglican Diocese. It was the head of the diocese, Archbishop James Wong, and Reverend Christine Benoit, who presented the equipment to the Chief Executive Officer of the healthcare agency, Dr. Danny Louange. The donation costs 205,000 rupees, which was raised by members of the different parishes of the diocese. And the second donation, which comprised of hygiene products, sanitizers, paper rolls and their dispensers, was from the Hospitality Supplies Limited, HSL, which is based at Bois de Rose. It was the company's general manager, Mr. Mano Karan, who presented a sample of the donation to Dr. Louange in the presence of other senior officers of the Ministry of Health and representatives of HSL. The donation is worth 248,000 rupees.
This donation represents the hard work that has come whilst working together. And the donation is aimed for us to strengthen our stock supplies, our stock for these commodities, for these supplies. And these supplies really aim towards strengthening our infection prevention control, which you well aware of. And it is especially important for us during this crisis, where infection prevention control is very, very important. It is also an honor for me to thank you because it comes from the private sector. It comes from a business who wants to contribute to the fight against COVID-19.
Shortages in shipping containers are causing challenges for many local merchants who have seen their orders delayed by more than 2 months. The result is an increase in the price of many goods imported from overseas. According to Reuters, the demand for container freight from around the world will remain at high levels throughout the first quarter of this year. This is due to increased production and export levels from China and the fact that more people are making online purchases in view of the COVID-19 restrictions.
This is mainly going to affect, and when it comes cumulatively, obviously with this existing devaluation of our rupees, it is going to, the end customer is going to face a little bit increase in all the products.
By what percentage do you foresee in your calculations?
The supplier as of now, their raw material cost increase, it's affecting almost 6 to 8% to 9%, depend on the product range. Ocean freight is being increased. We have a container yet to load last week from Turkey. The supplier said there's no container in the port available right now. And the new price, it's like almost $200 to $300 increase.
Okay.
That is almost like 5 to 8% on the freight increase. So cumulative, when you see, it is going to be like minimum 10% on a basic material.
10%
Yeah.
on the price of the goods.
Price of the
itself.
goods, cost of the goods, let's say, when we import.
And then you have to pay all the custom duties, the excise
Definitely,
tax
yes.
on the new exchange rate, right?
Correct. Yes.
So this further increases.
This will
the-
further increase. When you have cumulative effect, obviously the wholesaler has to have their margin, retailer has to have a margin, and it will all accumulated on a percentage basis. So again, the product will end up in a cumulative range. It cannot be like, because there's a 10% increase in cost, the end product customer may not just see the 10% increase. They will have a pinch to 13 to 14% at least.
And with this, we end this news summary. Thank you for watching. You take care and have a very pleasant evening.